Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Youthman. In today's video, I'm going to be comparing side by side the Panasonic AE8000U 1080p projector to Epson's 5040UB 4K projector. Now before we get into the video, if you're in a home theater, audio and video, hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit the bell notification so that you'll be notified when the next video drops. I want to give a big thanks to Epson for sponsoring this video series on the Epson 5040UB 4K projector. Now today was the first day that I've hooked up the Epson 5040UB projector. There were several things that I needed to do in order to get it ready to be able to review it, as well as to do some side-by-side comparisons with my Panasonic AE8000U. The first thing I needed to do was order a 4K compatible HDMI cable. Now when I built this home theater about 10 years ago, I installed a 40-foot HDMI cable that was compliant with 1080p. Fast forward 10 years later, we now have 4K data that's being transmitted through an HDMI cable. My current cable doesn't support the necessary bandwidth that is required to run 4K, and so I had to upgrade that cable. Now recently I bought an HDMI cable on Amazon. It was 40 foot, 4K compliant, and it had amazing reviews, and best of all, it was super inexpensive. And so I'll link to it down in the description below in case you're looking for a quality HDMI cable at an affordable price. Now currently I use a PS4 as my Blu-ray player, and so of course it does not play 4K content. Now in my last video I shared with you I was hooked up by a good friend of mine, Chana D, the Techno Dad. He allowed me to borrow 3 of his UHD players. He sent me an Oppo, a Sony, as well as an LG 4K player. So tonight I hooked up the Oppo to the Anthem MRX 1120 receiver that I'm currently reviewing, ran the new HDMI cable to the projector in the back, and instead of mounting the Epson permanently, I wanted to just kind of set it up temporarily in the back of the room so that I could do some side-by-side comparison with my Panasonic AE8000U. So as you can see right back here, I've got the Epson sitting on top of my theater seats, my rear seats, and then right above that is my projector, the Panasonic AE8000U. That's permanently installed on a mount behind that wall. Now after powering up the Epson, I didn't do any major calibration. The only thing that I did was adjust the zoom as well as the focus. And then I made sure that it was set to just a normal color preset. And then on the Panasonic, I wanted to make sure that it was set to normal as well. That way it'd be as close in comparison as I could get it. Now before I show you the side-by-side comparison, I do want to throw out this disclaimer that the Panasonic AE8000U has about 2,000 hours on the bulb. Now I believe it's rated up to about 3,000, so it still has definitely some good life left on the bulb. But being that it has 2,000 hours on it, it definitely is probably going to be dimmer than a brand new bulb. Now the video I'm going to show you is from the movie Planet Earth Volume 2, and so it's got beautiful, beautiful cinematography as well as just some great vibrant colors. So I wanted to see how well it reproduces colors as well as how good is the contrast and black levels. Now there's 2 clips I'm going to show you. They're the same identical clips. The first clip we're going to go through, I had the camera set up back here, just zoomed all the way out so you can see the full screen. And then I played that same clip again, but instead moved my camera up pretty close to the screen as well as zoomed in. I figured by moving the camera closer to the screen and zooming in, that would show us a little bit more closer detail, maybe the difference between 1080p and the faux 4K. So with all that said, let's jump into the demo. Alright guys, well there you have a comparison of the Panasonic AE8000U, which is a 1080p projector, compared next to a Epson 5040UB 4K enhancement projector. Now in future videos, I'll talk about what that 4K enhancement is and how it works, as well as we'll be going through like the menu system in the Epson and looking at some settings that you can do that'll get the best out of your Epson projector. Now if you want more details on the Epson or where you can purchase it, I'll post a link to it as well down in the description below. Now if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe as well as hit that like button if you like the video. Now I'd love to hear from you guys down in the comments whether or not you currently have a 4K projector, whether you're still rocking a 1080p, if your plans are to upgrade to 4K, or if you've already made that jump, what current projector are you using and how do you like it? So guys, we're going to end the video with that. Hope you guys have a blessed week and we'll catch you in the next video.